Well, folks, that's not what you want to see. Stop engine immediately. No. Yeah, that just came on a few minutes ago. So I located the nearest repair shop, and I'm headed that way. And I've got my fingers crossed that I can make it and save myself a $1,000 tow bill for a 10-mile trip. But my suspicion is that it has something to do with the DPF filter. Hopefully it just needs to be cleaned. That's what I'm hoping. Got my fingers crossed and hope it's not. 99% of the time when this check engine light comes on, it's something to do with the DPF system. So heading over here, hopefully we can make it. The truck's running perfect. It just never in a million years would you have guessed that something was wrong with it, but apparently the computer knows better than me. Well, I'm stuck in a hotel in Fort Worth. It's a nice hotel. One of these kinds with the kitchen and the bedroom and all that good stuff. Pool's closed though. I would have had to go on in my underwear, and they probably would have closed it after that anyway. But yeah, truck issues. Can't get around them. I was just on the verge of taking mine in to get the DPF filter cleaned because I knew it was getting bad. I had it cleaned over a year ago, and I hadn't had any trouble with it whatsoever. It never even idled high at any point. You never knew it was even doing a burn until about 2 months ago. Check engine light came on, service engine light came on, and they wouldn't go off, and it wouldn't let me do a parked regen. And then I had a forced regen done, and everything was good for about a month. But I could tell that at that point it was starting to idle up when I would slow down or park. And when it would do that, when it was idled up, I wouldn't stop the engine. I'd let it keep idling until it came down naturally. So about a month after that, the check engine light, service engine light came back on. And at that point, it let me do a parked regen. And I was good for about another couple of weeks. And I guess you can see the cycle here. Once it hit, it just went down, started going down here real fast. And so that was last week. I had to do another parked regen. I did it in the driveway at the house, and it only took about 20 minutes, which was very surprising. And so when I took off Monday morning, I got about 150 miles into my trip, and check engine light, service engine light came on. And I stopped, tried to do a parked regen, wouldn't work. All that day, I kept stopping, trying to do one, wouldn't work. So the next morning, I had a round trip, I was taking my trailer back. And when I got it back, I stopped at the yard. Boom, it did a parked regen right off the bat. And I thought, hey, I'm good to go. And got about, 15 miles down the road, and I could tell, it was still idling high, like it was just unable to burn it off. Its soot level was still real high. Check engine light and service engine light never went off. So I had booked a load. That was a very short run. It was I forget how many miles it was, about 120 miles, something like that. So I decided to go ahead and pick that up, deliver it, and then head to the house and find a shop to put my truck into. The shop that I wanted to put it into, they only charged $800 for the whole labor and cleaning and everything. But you have to make an appointment about a week and a half out. And of course, I don't know, most of you guys probably know that Most of these big shops, they're going to charge you $1,000 or more. Some of them over $2,000 to clean those filters. So I was just going to bite the bullet and take it to my normal shop and pay the $1,200. Well, on the way to deliver that trailer, the service engine light went off. So I thought, hey, I'm good to go. Um, so my plan was, hey, I'm going to book one more load, get me from Fort Worth back toward the house, make a little bit more money, and then because I knew I was going to be shut down for a week. Delivered the trailer. They took forever inspecting it, and so when I got done there, I was um, sitting there, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to chance it. I went ahead and called the people back, said, hey, I'm sorry, I've got to cancel this load. I'm having some truck issues. And it turns out to be a good thing because I got about 10 miles down the road, all the lights came back on, and then immediately the stop engine immediately light turned on. And I've actually never had that turn on. I forgot to say that before that, on the way there, the a message came up that said engine will derate in 3 hours by 25% or something like that. So when I left, that message popped back up, and then the stop engine immediately light came on. So I pulled over, checked everything. All my pressures were good, oil pressure, temperature, everything. I stopped, checked all my fluids. Everything is perfect. The truck is running like, it's purring. It sounded great. But I'm not going to take any chances. There was an MHC Kenworth 10 miles from me. I called them. Man, they were very, very nice folks. The guy said, yeah, bring it in. We said, we probably can't get to it on this shift, but it's a 24-hour garage, and somebody will get to it tonight to check and see what it is. They may not be able to fix it. So I told him what I suspected it was, and I was able to limp over there, and I felt really good when I rolled into that driveway and saved myself that tow fee. But so that's it. We're waiting for some results right now, and hopefully it's what I thought it was. It just needs a DPF cleaning, but you just never know with these things. So to be continued. A side note here, I'm about 20 feet from the elevator here at this hotel, and there's a bell on that elevator. When it arrives at this floor, the bell goes off a few times, and it just so happens it's exactly like one of the alarms on my truck. Um, and so every time I hear it, I have a little panic attack trying to think of what it could be, and I'm not even in my truck, so I might have to change rooms later.